Hopefully you'll be able to hear me over all the construction noise. All right, morning of day 2. Jen and I are on our way to check out a game called Bloom Hunter? I don't know if it's plural. And then we've got the Restoration Games King's Gambit blueprint that we're going to go watch. That should be interesting. I'm very excited to check that game out. And then most of the afternoon will be spent in the BGG Hot Games room. I'm sure we'll make it down to the hall at some point today also. Don't fall down.
Welcome to Bloom Hunter, a game about flying your airship across a magical archipelago in order to gather rare flowers.
It's a quick but strategic game of tile laying, route building, and careful action management to set up for big, satisfying turns.
We hope you'll join us.
So we just checked out a game called Bloom Hunter. Looks like a very interesting exploration tile laying. There's some tracks, some engine building going on. But it looks like they're planning to launch that one on Kickstarter in February of 2027. I will put a link to that one in the description also, just in case anybody wants to go check that out. Right now we're waiting for the Restoration Games blueprint of the King's Gambit, so we can finally get a little peek at that game. All right, we're here in the BGG Hot Games room. We just finished up a few games. Started off with Haunted Mouse by Bezier. It felt very similar to another game. There were some changes, but it felt very much like playing a different game. It was okay. Then we played Shards of Creation, a new Cosmere Universe game from Brotherwise. Really great artwork, and I did end up really liking that one. That one may be one that I end up picking up before we go home. We just played Use all of your sick days?
Use up all your sick days.
Use up all your sick days. There's a lot of people that like that kind of game. I'm not one of them. I think if you like crazy, silly card games, you'll probably like that one. I like all the other games that I've played so far from Charming Games Collective, but that one was not for me. Jason just grabbed, what was it, Deal with the Devil?
Hell of a deal.
Hell of a Deal. No, Deal with the Devil is that's a completely different game. Which looks very cool, so I'm excited to play that. So we did go to the Restoration Games blueprint for the King's Gambit also. I haven't had a chance to talk about that yet. It was my most anticipated game coming into Gen Con. I'm even more excited about it now after seeing the blueprint. The production looks incredible. They have had, they did have several examples of like the board and everything, both at their booth and in the display cases outside of the convention center, or outside of the not the convention center, the exhibitor hall. And it looks amazing. The gameplay sounds great. It sounds like some of the changes that they've made were made specifically to fit the theme a little bit better. But it sounds like they're going to be coming out with 2 different pledge levels on Kickstarter in September, was it? So they're going to be doing a limited edition, which is going to be a very nice, very, deluxe level production. And then they're also going to have the Mithril edition, which is just as upgraded as you can make it, I guess. So they've got the limited edition pledge will be $199. The Mithril edition pledge will be $375. And then Space Cowboys is also going to be putting out a retail edition also. So if you don't want to pay those Kickstarter prices, there will be a retail option for you. They were not able to give that information yet, though, like as far as what that price was going to look like. But it sounds great. I'm excited. I rarely back games that are that expensive, but I am so very tempted. So I'm sure we're probably going to end up backing that.
I'm getting that game.
It looks like it has a lot of the same things that I really love about War of the Ring in this smaller, more condensed package and shorter playtime. So, all right, we're getting ready to learn Hell of a Deal now. Tried getting into Low Millers, but it was packed. Guess I didn't realize we were heading there right at 5 o'clock when almost everybody's heading out to eat. So we ended up over at the District Tap instead. I think I was trying to remember when I last recorded. So, but I think when I last checked in, we had just gotten to the District Tap for dinner. We had been there once before. Seem to remember it being really good. We had a little bit of a different experience this time. Not that it was bad necessarily. It just wasn't as good as we remembered. I don't know if maybe ownership's changed since the last time we've been here. I don't even remember what year it was that we went there last.
2 years ago.
Was it? Okay. Jen says 2 years ago, so maybe it's changed hands since then, and they've changed the menu or something. I don't know. I remembered the last time we were there, Jen got the chicken tenders, and they were very good. And I got the chicken tenders this time. They were not bad. They were just very, standard chicken tenders. So, yeah. Good food, just didn't live up to the way I remembered it, I guess. I did try oh my goodness. I can't remember what the name of it was, so I'm going to have to look it up, and I'll put it on the bottom of the screen because I don't remember what it was called. It was some rum drink that was themed to One Piece, and it was very good. The first few sips were very sweet, and then the rest of it was all rum, but it was good. And then we left there, came back to the hotel room for a bit, relaxed, and then we jumped down to the second floor to grab a table, played a whole bunch of games. We played Hanami. Okay, so the first one we played was Hanami. It would say a reimagining of I want to say Shogun. Samurai. That's why I keep getting it mixed up in my head. It's a reimagining of Samurai from Reiner Knizia. I really enjoyed that one. Very kind of tactical. You're always kind of watching what your opponents are doing and trying to set yourself up without setting them up, and it had a very kind of 4-player chess back and forth feel to it for me. Like it exercised that part of my brain. After that, we played Pray Another Day. Pray Another Day, to me, felt like it had a lot in common. I'm surprised. I don't even know if I want to say it, but it felt like it had a surprising amount in common with Citadels, wherein everybody chooses a card, and then the cards are going to activate in a certain order, and depending on who played what cards, things are going to happen. Definitely a much more streamlined game than Citadel's. I don't know. It's definitely not a better game than Citadel's. But it was $3. So is it worth $3? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it's worth $3 for sure. And then we played Fairytale, the drafting game. I'd never played that before, so that was kind of cool to try that one out. That one I did enjoy quite a bit. There are a lot of things going on, a lot of things to consider in comparison to other, very simple, like you are just drafting cards. That's all it is, but there are a lot of things that you have to kind of keep track of and be accounting for. And then we just finished up. Oh, God, I'm so tired. Oh, we played Trick to the Future again, which we played for the first time at Origins, played it again. I liked it better the second time I played it because I felt like I understood the way the scoring worked a little bit better. I didn't play it well, but I felt like I kind of got it better. Yeah, so now it's 11 o'clock at night. We're probably gonna call it an evening. I'm pretty tired and ready for a long day tomorrow again. Tomorrow we don't have anything on our schedule aside from the BGG Hot Games room. So should be another day of lots of new games. And then we are definitely planning on making more of a trek through the vendor hall. I don't know if I should be doing that on a Saturday because Saturday is always pretty busy, but we really haven't spent much time in the vendor hall at all, and I want to go in there and see it. I want to see what's new, and I want to be able to show you guys a lot of that stuff. Real quick too, I do just really quick. I want to say thank you to everybody that commented on my video from yesterday. A bad day at Gen Con is still a good day. So I hope I didn't come off as complaining or anything. It was a rough day for me, but it was not a terrible day at Gen Con. Gen Con's always fun. Today was much better though. So, but again, thanks to everybody that said something. I do really appreciate that, and it does mean a lot that you guys are watching and everything. So yeah, I think we're ready to call it a night, and we'll see you tomorrow.